Nestled right between Bitsy and Brian lies the third B of Georgia tennis, and he is Bobbitt, as in Russell Bobbitt.
He and Frank Willett were one of the finest Southern doubles teams to date.
Yeah, Russell was one of the truly great players to ever come out of Georgia.
You want to talk history? Russell Bobbitt transcends white balls and white lines. He was an American hero in 1945, leading a U.S. team over Britain at Centre Court, Wimbledon, in the first match after the bombs fell on London.
Playing there was definitely one of the highlights of my career. Enthusiasm for the match was high, and had a sellout crowd. They opened the gates at 9:30, and the matches started at 2 o'clock. But that's the way they wanted to bring back big-time tennis to Wimbledon, and they wanted to do it as quick as they could. So this is what they did.
Russell Bobbitt, to this day, is still one of the great doubles players of all time, whether at Tech in the 1930s or on the Pro Tour in the 30s and 40s.
You know, he was just a great doubles player. He knew all the positioning. He was never out of position. And, you know, you could just tell that he had played with the best.
His game was angles and touch and hitting the right shot. He was an incredibly smart player on the court, and not somebody you wanted to be on the other side of the net from.
And speaking of Bitsy Grant, Russell Bobbitt could hold his own against the old master, too.
The crowd, of course, was all in favor of Bitsy and Tom, but Agar and Bobbitt absolutely handed them their lunch. I think it's probably the most severe loss that Bitsy's ever suffered on Court 1 at Bitsy Grant Tennis Center. But it was mainly due to the sterling play of Russell Bobbitt.
He continued to play competitive senior tennis into the 1970s and 80s, and also served as ALTA president, among other volunteer positions.
He was definitely somebody who you knew cared about you, and you knew cared about tennis, and everybody he touched since then would feel the same.
Russell took an interest in the juniors. He shared his knowledge, was very helpful to those growing up.
Very humble about his game and how he had played. And I thought for somebody with the accomplishments that Russell had, it was just amazing that he acted the way he did. It was just a great pleasure and honor to be out there on the court with him.
Russell Bobbitt in the state of Georgia is on anybody's A-list and is a very worthy member of the Georgia Tennis Hall of Fame.